Hello. Hello. Welcome back to Key to DL for another interesting session. I hope you can hear me. Hello. Can anyone hear me? Hey, Mohammed. Hi. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay. Good. Thanks. So, uh, can you see my screen as well? Okay. Good. 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 Okay. Nice. Uh, just we can wait for 5 minutes and then we can start. Uh, let's just wait for a couple of minutes, just people can join and then we can start. And as you all can see this, today's session is only about the theory test preparation and Swedish driving license, Swedish theory test preparation. And if anyone is looking for how to prepare theory test in Sweden or how to pass theory test or theory test tips, all these tips and tricks we will discuss today in today's session. So whenever if you have questions, hello, yeah, I can see many comments now. Now, but if you have any question, please put in the comment section, and then I will try to answer all those questions. Thank you. Okay, so the I will go through little bit of the presentation, but after presentation, in between I'll also take comments from all of you, and all the interesting comment we can discuss here. So Mohammed has a comment now. I'm looking for the tips as I have my theory exam tomorrow in the morning. Wow, all the best, Mohammed. And today's session probably it will help you for your preparation of the theory test. And then, yeah, you can definitely it will help you in the planning. Okay, so I think let's start because many people have already joined, and then okay, so this is the first slide. This is the Sweden driving license or how to get this. If you are looking for the taking this Swedish driving license, as you all know, this is one of the top driving test or top test to go through, and this has three different steps, right? One is theory test, another one is like risk 1 and risk 2, and then you have to go to the practical test, and all of these three are completely related and interlinked. So one cannot get any driving license, for example, if you go and do the practical test directly. So you have to go step by step, and one of the important step is to the to get past theory test, and it has like now it has 6 month validity, but it can be reduced. So you have to check time to time. It was in the beginning, it was 2 months, but then it due to the corona, they extended into the 4 months, and now it is 6 months. But you know, you never know this expiry date of expiry of this theory test validity. Maybe it will go down. So Just be careful about that. Okay, so let's go to the directly to the first tips. Time to prepare. Like many people, they ask how long before they should start preparing, or what is the time limit to prepare. And it actually depends on the many factors, like how much time you want to put into the theory test. So if you have knowledge, you have the prior knowledge of the driving from your another country, or you know the different sign, you know the different rules, but slightly different in Sweden, then it will not take a very long time for you to prepare. But still, since you are expected to get a very high score, uh, we can go through this later page, like how much you need and how you should prepare well. So this is a difficult question for me to say actually, how much time one can have or one should have to prepare. So I would definitely say at least 2 weeks if you are preparing seriously. That means seriously means like you have to really go through push your the effort at least 2 weeks, because 2 weeks is definitely necessary for on an average people or average student to get into the pass into the driving theory test. So we have one comment from Muhammad. What should we do if dates are not available nearby practical? I can just show this comment so that everybody can see. What should we do if dates are not available nearby for practical? Okay, we can take it this in a later stage, because this is not about the practical, but this is for the just for the theory test. It will be good if we can just type in where are you joining. This will be good to connect actually. Hi Assis. Has anyone given driving test in lean shopping? You mean the practical test? Okay, let's focus on the theory part first. Uh, so another thing is like what type of app one should use during the for the preparation of the theory test. So there are many options, right? Here there are many options. So what I would say in this case, like don't go to the app directly. So whenever if you are registered in a driving school, or you can buy a, program, something like online, I think it is very cheap. So but don't go to the directly to the app. First, what you do is you read the books once and twice, but the reading of the book should be line by line. So whenever you read, then you have to really underline or make notes, like what you understand or you don't understand, and you take it seriously so that you understand every bit of the book. And then and next you go to the any app. I think if it is the like there are many options are available. I think there is also a survey in the, or there is a poll with the key to DL channel, that which app is good, and out of 5 apps, I think many people they have yeah, some percentage of people say this app, some percentage of people they have the another app. I don't have any preference for any app for that, but definitely it will be good to use or to practice in an app, but that is in the later stage, so that you will know and you will get some kind of confidence, like how much you are scoring, you need more time, or you need more some kind of management, that will tell the app, but not in the beginning. So beginning only theory, concept and book, and then after some time, then you take the app, and then you know and what level your knowledge is there, and then you can go to the app. Hi Assis from Stockholm, someone from Lund, Kalmar, Linköping. Wow, very nice. So many places. Okay. Okay. Then the third tip or third question that people used to ask is like, should they do the theory first, like completely theory, focus on theory, and then they take the after clearing the theory because they have the 6 month now, then it will be enough for them to go for the driving practice, and then they can clear. In this case, I would say if it is theory here in Swedish driving test, theory is not easy. One thing everyone has to remember: this theory is not a theory test. It is a kind of practical test. Like you'll get lot of questions from the on the best basis of the practical things. So when there are two cars are coming, you are driving in one way, and then another car is approaching from the left side or right side. So how do you approach? So this kind of thing they ask. So this is not really a theory test in a sense. And then you have the problem if you don't have the understanding of the practical situations. So it is always better. So you take the driving practice first, and simultaneously you prepare for the theory test so that you understand both situations, both the theory and the practicals. So this is the okay. Then yeah, this is simple that everybody knows, I think probably, but some people still want to know that how many times one can appear. So you can appear as many times as you want, but one of the things is that due to the corona issues or due to the non-availability of this theory slots or the practical slots, it is not good to have this have in the mind that you can appear more and more, because it is time consuming, and also it is costly, and it affect your preparation, that you see, because you have the kind of, some people have the 7 to 8 months of the time to get their driving license, and you have a proper plan that after 3 months or 4 months, you have the theory exam, then risk 2, risk 1, risk 2, all these things will be there, and then you get the practical test. So once you fail, then your every planning is changed, right? So yeah, the answer is like you can take as many times you want, uh, but there is no time limit as far as I know. So now the another thing is the validity. Like when you see this validity of this theory test, now it is 6 months. It looks very uh, like, oh, there are 6 months is there, and then you can do it practical test anyway. So that kind of feeling, just don't have this kind of feeling. Even if the validity is 6 months now, there can be reduced to the 4 months, or also 6 months, because the validity is 6 months. Uh, it is because of non-availability of the practical dates. So that's how it is. The validity has 6 months, and you know that 3 times you appear, and then if unfortunately you failed, then 6 months is not enough. So to go to the practice, and again reappear the theory test. So how much score you need to pass the theory test? So you need like 52 of 65 out of 65, but it is the 52, it looks like easy, but if you see the score, the percentage, it is 80%. And most of the people, like they fall into this 45 to 51 range. And when you see, and when you go to this you prepare well, but still it is, you go to the 41 or 40, 45 and 46, 47. Actually, if you see the 47 and 51, there is no difference between the knowledge. Only it is the kind of execution, how you execute, and then on that day, if you are not lucky, then you will get on like 51. There are several examples, actually we have, that they get the 51, and then they have tried again, and then again 50, and then 50, 51, 50, 51. I know some of the people, they have like 4 times with the same range. So really be careful when you have to go through the borderline 52. After that, 52 is enough. So you don't need more than 52 for to at least to pass the theory test. But 51, then you have to go back again to read everything from the beginning. So one of the things is when to know the result. This is the as soon as you finish and submit your test, then immediately you get the result. So there is, you know, the pass or fail from the beginning, the like submission of the result. So then if you are not getting any of the theory test place, then it is always go and check. Like for example, if you are in Stockholm, then you can check in Uppsala, Gävle, or all the nearby city. You can check, and then there is no hindrance to appear in the another city for the theory test. But practical also it is the same. But practical you have to think like a lot of different factors, like how you, if you know the city or if you know the area, then that would definitely help you in passing the test. So I must say, the prepare well for the theory test, and then don't take very lightly. So it will be many people, like they take lightly and then they fail, and then they take a little bit more seriously, but then again fail, and after 2 or 3 times you fail, you lose your confidence, or you lose your time, not even confidence, and then lose your interest. So do it at the same stage, and then prepare well, and then go and pass at one go. Okay, now this is the most important thing. Like when you are ready, now you prepare well, you read, you think you understood all these theory questions, and then now you are ready to go for the test. Like for example, I think Mohammed have the tomorrow is the test. So what is the best advice to go for the test tomorrow? Because I'm sure many people that don't know, like unless you get this score in your hand like 52, you are not sure. And you can ask anyone who have passed this exam. After pass you can say many things, but until you get this 52 score, then nobody is sure that whether you get it or you are not getting it. So that's why you need some kind of planning, or definitely I would say the management, how to go for the test. First and foremost thing, I would say go before time. So don't rush into the examination hall, because this is the kind of nervousness is always have a big role to play here. So not photograph, but photographs. If you are appearing for the first time, so uh, there is a chance to get your photograph there. So as soon as you go there, so don't forget your ID card, and check the ID card validity. If your ID card is not valid, then you are not allowed to appear for the test. So there are many instances that people have come back, and then again that they renewed the ID card, and then it takes another 2 months or 1 month, and then you have to go back all the cycle. So remember to check the ID card validity and ID card to take to there, and then as soon as you go there and then you show your ID card, they will ask you, like some of the I think examination hall, that is there is a possibility to take photograph, but before photograph, then you need to check is there a possibility to have the photograph or not. So as soon as you go and show your ID card to the counter, they will ask you to go to and take the photograph, and there is no one is there to take your photograph, or no one is going to help you. But there are, if you have gone through this migration work site, and where you see there is a white screen, and then you can see your photo there, and that kind of facility is there, so you can do by yourself. So check all the photos there, and then when you select, there is also you need to sign it, and then this photograph will go to the, when you pass your driving test, it will come into the your driving card. So the photograph, if you are doing the photograph the first time, going for the first time, definitely you have to have time beforehand. So at least 30 minutes, 35 minutes before you reach to the center. That will be a good advice to to see that. So now after the photograph, what will happen? As soon as you do the photograph, then you are ready to take the test. And then when you enter, you are allocated to different rooms there. And one room you go, and then you have to deposit or switch off all the mobiles, everything. And then you have a seat there. You are not allowed to cheat by any chance. So it is a kind of CCTV camera, and it is there. So don't try to cheat, because if you get into caught into this cheating procedure, something it is wrong, and then there will be a really, I think that is a different, but the different type of consequences. You may be banned, or you are not allowed to take the test again. So this is the another example where you plan well in advance. And what does it mean, this plan well in advance? Because you all already you had the plan. So plan well in advance means like it is very limited time. uh, just I'll take one question from here. So can you bring your mobile phone with you? Is there a locker you can lock it? I think some of the places you have they don't provide the locker, but you have to. I don't remember. You have to deposit there with to the examiner after switching it off, and then or you switch it off and then put it in your bag. So yeah, no locker. I think no locker was provided in that two center. I know that at least. Yeah. So coming back to the topic, the plan well in advance. It's mean that when you are planning, like this is the time management is really crucial, because uh, you have 50 minutes, and you are appearing 70 questions, and out of 70 questions your score will be calculated from 65. So 5 questions which randomly it will be removed. You don't know which questions will be removed. So 5 questions will be randomly removed, but you have to appear 50 questions. So if you see this 50 questions and then 70 questions in 50 minutes, that means you are getting like 30 seconds around one questions. And then because of nervousness, then you will be more like, there is picture, there are now there is a video questions are there. So if you have confused little bit, some people have the reading problem, or some people have this nervousness when you get really nervous, and then you can people get try to like overlook the questions. And some of the questions are very tricky. You have to read very carefully, and then you can have the similar option there. So you have to choose one best answer. And then if you don't read properly, then you read the 2 times in one question. And when you read 2 times one question, then your time is like, you get the time scarcity. And don't look other people what they are doing. Like many people appearing for 4 times, 5 times, they know all the procedures, so they do different. They have the different behavior. So don't look to what other people they are doing on the other sides. Just keep focus on what is your question, and how do you appear, and how you plan it. So go slow and steady. Each question try to read once, but very properly. But then don't go back and forth, don't do this one. But instead you read steadily, and then there is a possibility to do the bookmark. Like if you have slight confusion or something, that you can come back, then you can bookmark there that question. And after you finish all the other questions, then you can just revise the bookmark questions, because the last 10 minutes you will get a warning. Like not warning, but the last 10 minutes you get a notification on your board, like, okay, last 10 minutes are there. And then you, in this, during the last 10 minutes, you can revise and do your best, like even if the confusion is there, but at least click one option. So don't leave this one, that no option, that means it is there is if you are lucky, then you can get the right option. So don't leave anything like blank. So what is this next one? Okay, so this is the one, utilize your time fully, like 50 minutes. Don't submit before 49 minutes or something. And utilize your all 50 minutes, revise it. Sometime if you are expert, like you have done it and you are very sure, but still some question you get the confusion, so go and revise and utilize all your 50 minutes. So don't take any chance. So then, okay, this is the bookmark what I said already, because when you go through this question, because 70 questions is a lot, and then when you go, like let's say the 11th question has, you have some type of confusion, then put the 11th question in the bookmark, and then go again, then 19 question have some confusion, then put the bookmark again, and in this way you do it, and in your screen there will be all the bookmark question will appear. So you know that from the screen that it will be okay, 11 and 19 and all other bookmark questions, and then you can go back directly to the bookmark question, revise, and then answer and submit. So this is another important thing. Like this is in your examination hall, there will be not a big desktop or something, it is appear, and then it is no desktop or nothing. This is a kind of inclined screen. So if you have not seen this type of screen before, then you feel really awkward in the beginning. Like there will be little bit reflection. So you have to adjust your adjust your height or seat, and then you can see try to see the picture. But if you see there is a little bit confusion, then you can click each picture. Then this will be a enlarged picture you can see. So be careful about the reflection from the screen. Okay, now this is the really crucial part. And see, this is the portion 52, 50 marks, only 2 marks shortage, right? And then we can look at this little bit about this section. When you see the different section here, like first section, second section, third, fourth, and fifth section, like how the theory is like divided into this different section. And then when you are planning, like which section you need to put more effort and which section you can put a little bit less effort, then or you can you can prepare according to the section wise. And if you see the 3 and 4th, traffic secretary and the traffic regular, that is the belongs to the most of the questions. Like 16 marks you can score from there. Point number third. Okay, wait 1 minute, then we have another question, interesting question. Is there a watch or timer in the room so that you can be checking the time? This is this is a very good question, because we all used to have this kind of situation when we appear a different exam system, like in the hall there is a big watch is there, but in this case everyone's screen, because everyone has not started, there is not a timer, like it will start like okay, this is 10:30 and now we have to start, and then after the exam will finish, then we have to stop. No, there is nothing like that. It is individual. Like when you have your question or you have your exam started, you start your button, and then your 50 minutes will start counting. So you can see the how much time is left from your screen. So it is different for the different people when they start. So this is approximately they have a session or they have a time, and then everybody will finish in their 50 minutes. Yeah. So coming back to the topic, and then this is the first one. Is the I little bit explain about this first one. You get the maximum 7 questions from the vehicle knowledge and maneuvering. This is the one, like you can get the 7, and that is the one part actually you should get maximum, so that otherwise other part, if you, even if you get little less, then you can manage. Second part is milieu, that is the environment, and this is the environment, means we have the like how you drive your economically or eco drive, all this sort of questions that come from that, and that is the 5 maximum you can score 5. And this person has also scored like really well in both. uh, if you see 7 to 5 and 5 to 4, but uh, only 2 number is less. So anywhere from the 2 he would have got, and then he cleared the exam. And now this is the third one. You can see this is the road safety. So and these two are third and fourth are looks like similar, and then fourth is like rules or the regulation of the road, traffic rules. And this is what I would say, this is the most of the people they get less here, because there are tricky questions, and also uh, like different types of situational questions. And then if you get more marks here, then 32 to like 25 or 28 or 29, then there is a high chance to get your clear in the theory test. And the last one, it is a like kind of action and reaction part, the fifth one. And there also you can get maximum of 5 marks. So you need to have to score 52, but unfortunately many people, many people, they score 50, 51, because a little bit more you need little bit more practice, and then you can get clear. Okay, is there any? Okay, now see, this is another example, like 54. It is not a very high score, but you can see the 54 is the pass, gratis. Gratis, good send the proof, so it's done. And then this is valid for 6 months. So, and then you don't have to worry, but you have to clear from the 52 mark, 52 score. And here if you see the first section, it is good, 7 to 6, and then second one, the environment on 5 to 5, and then third one, 16, 14 out of 16, and then still there is traffic regular, there are like 24 out of 32, and then this last one, 5 out of 5. All this smaller section help actually to pass this person. Otherwise it will be 2 or 3 numbers less, and then you can get failed. So yeah, this is how you have to be really prepare well. Okay, now the most important thing, like what you do, like if you pass or if you fail. Like for example, if you fail, some people are, unfortunately we have also failure. It is not that we always have to pass. So don't be like suppressed or depressed or anything. It's okay to fail. If you are failed, then immediately from there you can book another test. Don't come out and then wait for the time that you can book another time immediately from the test, and then you can look your examination sheet. For example, like this one, you get the email like which section you have scored how much, and then according to that you put next time like more, a little bit more effort to get pass. So there is no problem with the failure, but definitely it hurts. But immediately you can book another test from there. So let's see that the different questions from you, all of you. Do you, okay, I think this is an interesting question. Do we have the option to check our answer before submitting for final result? Mohammed, I would say that you don't get the chance to see all the options, but definitely you can see the bookmark, because you can see, if you go back, you can see every question. But again, you have to read all the questions, right? All the question and all the answer. And time is the most crucial thing here. So you don't get that much time. So you can check the bookmark questions, and then you can do it, actually submit it, because otherwise you will not get that much time. So very good point regarding the validity, and soon the better practical test after the theory test. Yes, thank you, Ashish. Then another point. Thank you, Mr. Abhin. I hope I'm pronouncing your name properly. Okay, has anyone? Okay, this one is, what should we do if dates are not available nearby for practical? I really don't know actually. It, one possibility is that if you talk to your driving school, they have a different queue system. I think that then you can get the probably the dates earlier. Otherwise, you have to look every day, morning and evening, to see the slot. Yeah, or sometime anybody can cancel that, and then you can get the probably that. But it is a very nice question and good question, that dates are not available, and that's why it is the theory validity is, that 6 months, and everybody think that 6 months is, oh, that is enough time, but it seems like not enough for many because of these slots are not available. Mohammed, you have the exam tomorrow, so just relax, sleep well, drink well, and then go, and then don't think about the result. So what will be the result, and what will happen if you fail? So just ignore that part, and then be just have little bit of planning in the mind today, like how you approach the different questions, because there are also the video questions. So I think this video question you can bookmark immediately, because probably it will be too much to understand. It will not take if it is not understandable, then you can take it bit later part. So that is the best suggestion, and then just relax, and then don't be in like don't be nervous. Okay, I think there are another comment. Okay, you are welcome to, yeah, many people say thanks. So okay, So another thing is like just be relaxed and don't look at the other people in the examination hall. But that is the another important thing. Then when you see the other people, like they are doing that differently. Some people they just submit in within 15 or 20 minutes, and then you'll feel like, oh, I'm the only one who is not doing well or who is failing this. Theory test. So other people are smart and other people are intelligent and they have done their test, and don't think anything like that, and then do your just focus your uh, own own examination. Yeah, which app is better? This is the really interesting question. Which app is better and which app is not? But I think there is also a poll that you can go and check in Key2DL channel. If you go to the community, and then there will be, you can see the recent poll, like which app, and many people, I think 70 or 80 people, they have voted that which app is good, and then probably you can check that one. But this is, I would say that don't worry about the app so much, but you can see or you can try to understand the questions and all the concept from the book. So you go through the book like line by line. You try to understand and visualize, imagine like what kind of situation is there, because most of the time they ask the situational questions, and then situational question, if you don't have the proper understanding, and then that will be a problem. Sometimes it is this, it looks like similar, very similar, closely related question. Let's say the parking, there are many parking sign, and then some of them are really close, and then also the crucial other any other all the traffic regulations. Has anyone given a driving test in Oxford? I don't know that this one, Santos Oxford. But why are you? This is the. Are you asking for the theory test or practical test? Mohammed, I am managing time and attempting 65 questions in 30 to 35 minutes. That's really good, actually, 30 to 35 minutes, all the 65 questions. But I hope you are also scoring 65 or something during this 30 to 35 minutes. And then also consistently, if you score consistently 60, more than 60 in this 30 to 35 minutes, probably it will be enough. But definitely, but another one important thing is when you get a higher score in the theory part, then you have the better understanding. So it really helps in the practical test or practical situations. So that is one of the positive things with the theory test. Okay, your scoring is, how should we do calculation for break? What is this break means? I didn't understand your question actually. Scoring reaching to 45. I don't know this one. 45 is enough or not, but finally you have to get the 52. So there is no other way that you need 52. But maybe it is different apps gives the different type of score, and that is depending on them actually, that 45. But since your test is tomorrow, so you cannot do much anything about the increasing or like to increase the score. But just relax today. So sleep well, eat well, and don't think anything about the test. So what will happen, then it will happen. So, but try your best, and then probably you need everybody of us. Like we need uh, we need more, more, luck. So very relevant information. So another thing is actually if you have not understood one section, any section from the from you are preparing, and then don't feel so nervous about this particular section. For example, when you have this like the tailor weight or uh, some kind of calculation, the tailor weight, and then how much this is the light vehicle or heavy vehicles, all this kind of weight calculation. If you don't understand, you try your best and then you didn't understand, and then don't think about that. That will be one question or something. So just ignore that part and don't try to focus on that. But there are many other parts there you can get more score. Like as we see this calculation, that from this one, this type of thing. So if one section, one question or something, it is confusing to you, then just ignore that part, at least for the don't get stressed uh, during the exam. So it have a formula to calculate. So do we have the paper pencil to do the calculation? I think there will be a calculator. I'm not sure that there probably will be a calculator that, but no paper and pen, I think. But any of the all the smaller formula that you can do it by manually. So they will not ask you like more. Like for example, if you are, I think I know what you are asking. Like stopping distance. If you have a like if you are going for the 60 kilometer per hour, and then you break it, and how far like it will go. So that will be a 6 time, like if you have the 60, then remove the 0, and 6 into 3, like 18, and then 18 into 3. So 18 into 3 is like around, it is like near the 60, like 54, but you may get some kind of answer during that range, 50 or 80 or 150. So you get a approximate answer, so that you can do that one, stopping distance. So this was the question that people. Yeah, so you don't need actually the most of the thing, you don't need the calculation or calculator. So if you had if you know a little bit, your concept is clear, then you can get the answer there. And that's why you need to practice more and read, and then understand the conceptually. So don't just read by theory and then for sake of practicing. Read it really you understand, and if you don't understand, then read it again. I think I have done all the questions, or if anyone have the questions, more questions, then you are welcome to post it. Or there are any there are more videos are coming actually with this channel. So if you have not liked or subscribed, just subscribe it, so that you do not miss this, because most of the video are related to the practical examination, or the to get your concept clear. But definitely don't believe all the video, but at least you check. If you feel that video are good, then you just take it, otherwise just ignore. Yeah, many video will will come, and many also route will become. Like for example, there are routes. Two important routes are in Uppsala. Now there are one route in stop Solentuna. There are other routes are coming from the Malmo or Lund area or other places. So that video will come. It will definitely take more time. Also there are video coming for the parking, how to do the parking, or how to it is a, completely from the beginning to end actually, that all these videos should come one by one. So if you have no more question, I think I have also a little bit announcement for the next webinar, or not next live session, and it should be about this. Uh, sorry, this one, about this traffic regulations or traffic law. So we'll go through the many different sign, and then we can try to understand that what does it mean, that each sign, and where it can be applicable. So just keep an eye with this channel, but probably it will be another next Sunday or next to next Sunday. Probably it will be come, all the live session will come in every Sunday at 8 p.m. at this one. So thank you all for joining, and I think it is already approximately 1 hour. I hope you get some kind of information, or if you have question, just I am waiting for 5 more minutes so that you can post this one here. This video will be also be there in the YouTube channel, so you can also see if you want to watch more times. There are other videos, or other important videos are still there. You can also have a look. There are more relevant videos. For example, how to the tips for the practical test. And the webinar was fully recorded, and then it was like many failures actually were discussed in that webinar. So probably you can get some kind of positive energy from the failure, and then you don't do the same mistake, so that you can pass at a go. And one of the important thing is, don't break the momentum. Like when you started this uh, when you started like to take the driving license, means go and take at one go. Doesn't matter, it will take 8 months or 12 months or 15 months, but don't break the momentum. So if you break the momentum, then remember, you immediately, you like, for some time, after some time, you will get this you forget many of the rules or many of the traffic signs, and again you go back and read again, put the effort. So it is not a good idea to stop the momentum, but if you decided to get the driving license, so just go for it without losing or without breaking the momentum. So just go for it, and then you get like some kind of failure, but you can overcome from it, but don't break it. Lean shopping driving test, any information? I hope this is, you are Ashish, you are asking for like route information or any specific information. Lean shopping driving route information, you mean? Because all the places the driving test is like similar. You go there, but we can have another session that to have this how the driving test, and then it is driving practical test is conducted, and then also that how the risk 1 and risk 2, and then if risk 1 and risk 2, can you fail in risk 1 and risk 2? Okay, then I think you can see there is a webinar series with the practical practical road test. I'm not sure that what is the topic, but it is that there are 3 or 4 different topics were added in the same webinar series, and then you can get the information from there in the K2BL. But there are one of the most also the important webinar is on roundabout. That is completely 1 hour webinar, and then it was a lot of good information are there. Okay, now it is the another 4 minutes. I am here, and then we have to stop. I'm just scrolling down if any info, any questions if you have asked and then I have not answered. Yeah, there are many places from the many different cities. Then this is the good of good use of digital medium. So those you are appearing soon for your driving test, doesn't matter like theory or practical. All the best. I will say Likatil, and I will see you in another live session or another video. Thank you all for joining. Some people are, I think, still joining now. But thank you all. And Hedo, have a nice evening. Bye, and see you in another session soon.